So I just turned 40 10 years ago. In real life, I am actually a criminal defense attorney here in Philadelphia. I have been keeping the streets of Philly dangerous for the past 24 years, and I'm damn proud of it. If your car gets stolen, your house gets burglarized, your identity gets taken, I'm responsible for that. Marijuana, cocaine, heroin, you need something, please come see me after the show, especially you, sir. I went to college at Penn State, and my clients go to State Penn. It's very similar. And when my clients call me from jail on their cell phone, it really is their cell phone. My business cards actually say, if you're called with a drug, call Doug. That's true. My main job as a criminal defense attorney is to get people off. That's my clients and my wife. Well, at least my clients. It really helps with my business to have a photographic memory. I take a picture, and then 10 minutes later, I remember taking it. My favorite kind of case to try is a murder trial because the victims really never come to court. People always ask me, Doug, how can you defend someone you know is guilty? And I have a very simple answer for them. They pay me, and they pay me well. I think attorneys should have theme songs when they walk into the courtroom. Mine would be Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. My wife would have a different theme song when she walked into the bedroom. It'd be The Bitch Is Back by Elton John. There's a billboard out here on I-95 that says, Jesus saves. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I didn't know the economy was that bad. Philly.com had an article yesterday saying that the sexual position 69 is actually going to be renamed 96. That due to the economy, the cost of eating out has gone up. I am really excited about these new self-driving cars coming out. The cool thing is that you're going to be able to customize the cars for the way you drive. So if you drive a car in South Philly, the car's going to park itself in the middle of the street. If you're an Uber driver, you're pretty much out of a job. If you're an Asian driver, the car's going to drive across 12 lanes of traffic without using a turn signal. If you're a black driver, the car's going to stop every time it sees a police officer. And if you're a gay driver, the car's going to keep driving around and around until it gets rear-ended. I wish my Uber came with a quiet ride car. The drivers never stop telling me their problems. I'm the one paying. I should be telling them my problems. Like, this car really smells of vomit. Do you have problems too when you try and pee at night? Wait, why are you driving on the sidewalk, sir? This whole Uber thing is crazy. I mean, first you had the regular Uber, now you have Uber Eats. They'll bring you food. Uber Health, they'll take you to a doctor. Coming up next is Uber Hooker, where they'll bring a girl to your house. And they've got a few new ones lined up for 2019. Uber Lawyer, if you've been injured in an accident, they'll bring a lawyer to your house to sign you up. Uber Dentist, you have a root canal problem, they'll bring a dentist to your house. And also, which is going to be cool next year, is Uber Funeral. If you have a dead body lying around your house, they will take care of it for you. Dating really sucks, let me tell you. I'm really having trouble finding the right woman to date. My wife's not too happy about that. I met this girl on Snatch Chat, so I looked her up, and turns out she was a real slut. What a shocker. This woman's vagina had its own check-in spot on Facebook. And you could actually rate the vagina on openlegs.com. I think the perfect woman for me would be a nymphomaniac that owns a liquor store. That's the true definition of drunk love. All the women I seem to meet, all they want is a fairy tale romance. And for me, I'm really just looking for a happy ending. I've tried short-term relationships, they don't work. I've tried long-distance relationships, they don't work. So I decided to combine them into a short-term, long-distance relationship. I fly 3,000 miles, I date a girl for 20 minutes, I fly 3,000 miles back. Got no commitment, but I got a lot of frequent flyer miles for it. I have a daughter, she's 17, she goes to Wissahickon High School out here in the suburbs. The nickname of the high school is the Trojans. Their mascot is actually the Fighting Condom. The football uniforms are made out of latex, but I'm confident in my daughter going there, knowing she's well protected. You don't want to know what happens to a cheerleader during the halftime show. The teachers there do a really good job teaching their kids practical math skills. For example, one of the problems on my daughter's test last week, Deshaun pimps 3 hoes. Each trick cost $80. How many tricks do the hoes have to turn in one day to support Deshaun's $800 a day drug habit? It's 10, right, sir? 10? So, in my office, I work with my 85-year-old father, who's an attorney, and my 78-year-old mother, who does absolutely nothing in this office. She's lucky if she can hear the phone ring. She's lucky she gets the area code right most times, but the next 7 numbers are pretty much a crapshoot. She is a disgruntled worker. But then again, I've never actually met anyone who's a gruntled worker. My father still uses an electric typewriter and whiteout. It's a true story. He gives out his email address as Murray Law, care of AOL.com. And I don't think AOL really cares. He really needs to retire. He told me yesterday that he's down to his last 10 business envelopes. He asked me how many more he should order. I said, Dad, another 10 should be enough, and you're fine. He still charges his clients the same prices as he did when he started practicing in 1961. He came into my office and says, Doug, I'm down. I got a really big fee last week. I said, Dad, that's great. Another $5 in your coffers. Way to go. But, you know, he's getting up there in years, and I said he needs to retire. But he won't retire because his cardiologist tells him if he retires, he's going to die. So I made an appointment for him for a different cardiologist. I wish the police would tell my clients the real reason why they stop them when they're driving a vehicle. Why'd you stop me, officer? Why don't they just tell them I stopped you because you're Hispanic? Step out of the car, sir. By the way, do you have any firearms on you? Why, yes, officer, I do. What do you need? Your eyes look a little red, sir. Have you been drinking or smoking weed? Well, officer, your eyes look a little glazed. Have you been eating donuts? I've had a lot of interesting cases over my 24-year career. I had this sexy girl came in my office last week. She had a DUI case, and she told me the cops made her blow 3 times. Now I'm thinking to myself, that's really strange, because most police cars only have 2 officers in them. I had a client who was selling drugs out of a tree here in North Philadelphia, goes away for 30 minutes, comes back, and a squirrel had taken over the operation. The squirrel was actually snorting cocaine out of the bag. That was one hyped up squirrel. And he wound up putting the rest on his nuts for the winter. Lots of people ask me, you know, Doug, I need a criminal defense attorney. And some of you out there may be thinking, hey, I need a criminal defense attorney. Probably you, sir, over there. So if you're wearing long pants in the summer just to cover up your ankle bracelet, you probably need a criminal defense attorney. If you are getting prescriptions from 5 different doctors for Percocets and Xanax at the same time, you probably need a criminal defense attorney. If you have a lab in your basement and you're not a scientist, you definitely need a criminal defense attorney. And if you have 7 young Asian women living in 7 different bedrooms in your house, invite me over anytime. You definitely need a criminal defense attorney. Remember, if you're caught with a drug, please call Doug. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great holiday.